Senator Binos embarks on third phase of fertilizer distribution to his constituents in Adamawa Southern Zone. Senator Binos D, Yaroe, representing Adamawa Southern Zone in the Nigerian Senate, has embarked on the third phase of fertilizer distribution to rural farmers across the 9 local government areas of his constituency. A total of 1,152 bags of fertilizer were distributed, with each local government area receiving 128 bags. The senator, who was represented by Mr. Katawan Boniface, said that the distribution is part of his efforts to cushion the effect of the high cost of living in the country. He assured his constituents that he will continue to reach out to them with farm implements and other palliatives.
Waɗanda suna da gonaki da suna bukatan taki kuma ba su da karfi da za su sayi taki ko maganin feshi, to wannan din zai taimaka ga waɗanda suna nema taki domin su sa gonakinsu. Kowace karamar hukuma za ta samu buhu 128. A local government, kowace local government za ta samu buhu 110, banda akwai nasu chairmomi na ward da na party chairman da na wayans committee. Guda 110 din nan ba wai yan jam'iyyar PDP kawai ba. Akwai yan APC, akwai Labour, akwai NNPP da other political parties. Akwai wanda ma baya da jam'iyya. Kamar su stakeholders din nan za dan duba ko guda 3 ko 5 a tsakanin stakeholders a dan tallafa masu. Ba yi so don shi yasa aka kebe 110 dinnan domin a cikin 110 dinnan zaka iya ka samu yan APC watakila 5 ko 10 bisa yadda wata local government ta dauka za ta yi nata kasafi. Roko na ga jama'a shine wannan take aka kawo ta domin a tallafa wa waɗanda suke noma. Waɗanda kuma aka zanna aka yi kasafi domin a basu waɗanda suna da gonaki ne. In ka san gonanka tana bukatan taki, salinan ka samu zarafin samun wannan taki, ka je ka sayar, kai ne ka mai da gonanka baya, an taimake ka domin an san kana neman taki kuma ka samu taki din. Kamar yadda nike faɗi, ko da an kawo wannan taki a trailer, a kowace local government tana da trailer, kowace local government akwai waɗanda za su samu, akwai waɗanda ba za su samu ba. Roko na shine akan cewa a ɗauka akan in ka samu lokacinka ne rabonka ne.
The senator also pointed out that peasant farmers across all political parties were selected to benefit from the distribution. He assured them of good governance and representation at the Red Chamber. Representatives of the 9 local government areas who received the fertilizer assured the senator of their unflinching support and cooperation. They described him as an honest man who has the interests of his constituents at heart.
Yeah, actually I consider, since I was the person that we were in a group, we had ourselves together, we sat down, we chose people that they're supposed to, based on what actually we got from the senator. He said that the intended people are actually those that cannot afford buying things possibly themselves. So we look at those people. We know there are farmers which they cannot afford fertilizer, they cannot afford sometimes herbicides. So we consider those groups and we make them to be our beneficiaries. So we have plenty of them in the villages within the local government area. So we use some, this time we are using others which we did not use them at that time. Yeah, actually, you know, this is the kind senator that I believe he always stand on his principles, because I got to know that what he even keep for people, he don't even allow this thing to be benefited in his home. Okay. So for this good reason, he is a senator which I know he will be remembered wherever I will stand for him. And this is the same person that he distributed a lot of things which we benefited, like water pumps in the past, fertilizers, foodstuff. I know about 2 to 3 times, which we got, and those things we stood on his instructions because we know that his principles are, I want this thing to get to targeted people.
Usually we have a list of people that the target audience that we want to meet. The last time we reached out to the vulnerables, the aged people, the disabled. So we made a list of them, and when we went there, we ensured that all of them were there and they collected by themselves. We usually preach to them, we counsel them, we talk to them, we beg them not to sell, because this is a goodwill. Our senator has a very good heart, and he desires that his constituency should progress. We usually encourage the people and charge them not to sell the fertilizer. We want them to use it on their farm so that we can have bountiful harvest. The sufferings that we are passing through now will be elevated if the crops have enough fertilizer and we have bountiful harvest. Honestly, I will soon be 70, and since we went back to democracy, we have had senators in the southern zone, but I think Senator Binos D is outstanding. He has taught the lives of people in terms of palliatives. We've been distributing palliatives severally. We've been distributing fertilizer, and just like you heard from his coordinator, the DG, this is the 3rd time we are distributing fertilizer. And I want to say that, honestly, God will bless him, because he has the heart for the people. And my prayer is that God will reward all his efforts, and people, if he has an opportunity and a chance to come back again, I know this good work will continue.
A lokacin da aka sa ni ragama wannan aikin, za a raba ma mutane taki kamar yadda aka fada, ba kowa da kowa zai samu ba. A lokacin sai na nemi wakilai wanda suke wakiltan various units, na zauna da su, na ce su kawo mini sunaye mutane waɗanda suka san suna aikin noman nan sosai kuma suna neman taimako. Don za ka samu wani yana noma baya da hanyar da zai samu kudi ya sayi taki. Tunda mun samu wannan shugaba senator ya bayar, na roke su samu mana mutane da kwaben da yake ce ba kowa zai samu ba, a dubi waɗanda suna system na noma sosai kuma suna cikin wahala ba za su iya samu sayi taki ba, saboda a taimaka musu don su ne za su rike su yi amfani da shi sosai. To ina da tabbashi list da na samu da yake na san da mutanen din ba za su sayar ba, saboda su yanzu ko da ka ba su kudi ma takin za su je su saya, don shi ne abin da yake gaban su. To tunda Allah ya yi dalili sun samu takin yanzu, ina da ban gaskiya ba za su sayar ba, za su je su yi aiki da shi ne a gonan su, domin san irin mutanen da muka yi targeting za a ba su. Muna gode ma Allah don ya ba mu, mun yi sa'a mun samu irin wannan senator. Yana kokari da mutanen mu da yawa. Kukan mu shine, ko kiran da zamu yi mishi kuma shine ya sake kara karfi neman wayannan abubuwan, saboda talakawan shi a gida su samu suna aiki da shi.
For the past distributions, I think in every distribution that we've been doing, we have a pattern, depending on what is on ground. Like when we had foodstuffs, we share it to the vulnerable, those disabilities and the old and the homeless. So, and the last fertilizer we distributed, we share it to the farmers. So this time around, we want to use another different method, because we don't want a situation whereby there will be a reputation. So this time around, we involve the CAN and the Muslim Council. That's for my local government. Everybody have their own pattern of sharing. So in my local government, we are going to involve the CAN and the Muslim Council and some of the political stakeholders to see that the fertilizer has reached to the people involved. Our assignment is to take the fertilizer down to our local government and to also supervise, to see that those people, because we already have a list with their phone numbers, to see that the people that we submitted their names were able to get the fertilizer. Our own is to supervise. We want to employ those that will be getting this fertilizer to use it, because some of them may think that it's an opportunity for them to just go and sell it, and then this is an opportunity that the federal government feel farmers should use to take advantage of, to be able to make their, as in, to progress in their farming this thing. In a nutshell, Senator is a God-fearing person and is a true representative of democracy, because as you can see in this year alone, the Senator have made a lot of projects through distributions, and I think this is the third time in this year that we are sharing items to this constituency. So he is a man that when given a responsibility, he carried the responsibility to the fullest, and is a trustworthy person.
Our source observed that the distribution process was transparent and open, reaching out to real rural farmers across communities in the 9 local government areas of the state. Caleb Zadok reporting for Eagle Lenses TV.